devotee. Now the question is, how to become acquainted with the Master? Laughter. Master. That is why I say that work is necessary. It will not do to say that God exists and then idle away your time. You must reach God somehow or other. Call on Him in solitude and pray to Him. O Lord, reveal Thyself to me. Weep for Him with a longing heart. You roam about in search of woman and gold like a madman. Now be a little mad for God. Let people say, this man has lost his head for God. Why not renounce everything for a few days and call on God in solitude? What will you achieve by simply saying that God exists and doing nothing about it? There are big fish in the Haldar Pukur. But can you catch them by merely sitting idly on the bank? Prepare some spiced bait and throw it into the lake. Then the fish will come from the deep water and you will see ripples. That will make you happy. Perhaps a fish will jump with a splash and you will get a glimpse of it. Then you will be so glad. Milk must be turned to curd and the curd must be churned. Only then will you get butter. To Mohima. What a nuisance! Someone must show God to a man, while he himself sits idly by all the while. Someone must extract the butter and hold it in front of his mouth. All laugh. What a bother! Someone else must catch the fish and give it to him. A man wanted to see the king. The king lived in the inner court of the palace, beyond 7 gates. No sooner did the man pass the first gate than he exclaimed, "Oh, where is the king?" But there were 7 gates, and he must pass them one after another before he could see the king. Mohima Chorun. By what kind of work can one realize God? Master. It is not that God can be realized by this work and not by that. The vision of God depends on His grace. Still, a man must work a little with longing for God in his heart. If he has longing, he will receive the grace of God. To attain God, a man must have certain favorable conditions: the company of holy men, discrimination, and the blessings of a real teacher. Perhaps his elder brother takes the responsibility for the family. Perhaps his wife has spiritual qualities and is very virtuous. Perhaps he is not married at all or entangled in worldly life. He succeeds when conditions like these are fulfilled. In a certain family, a man lay seriously ill. He was at the point of death. Someone said, "Here is a remedy. First, it must rain when the star Swati is in the ascendant. Then some of that rainwater must collect in a human skull. Then a frog must come there and a snake must chase it. And as the frog is about to be bitten by the snake, it must jump away and the poison of the snake must drop into the skull. You must prepare a medicine from this poison and give it to the patient. Then he will live." The head of the family consulted the almanac about the star and set out at the right moment. With great longing of heart, he began to search for the different ingredients. He prayed to God, "O Lord, I shall succeed only if you bring together all the ingredients." As he was roaming about, he actually saw a skull lying on the ground. Presently, there came a shower of rain. Then the man exclaimed, "O gracious Lord, I have got the rainwater under Swati and the skull too. What is more, some of the rain has fallen into the skull. Now be kind enough to bring together the other ingredients." He was reflecting with a yearning heart when he saw a poisonous snake approaching. His joy knew no bounds. He became so excited that he could feel the thumping of his own heart. "Oh God," he prayed, "now the snake has come too. I have procured most of the ingredients. Please be gracious and give me the remaining ones." No sooner did he pray thus than a frog hopped up. The snake pursued it. As they came near the skull and the snake was about to bite the frog jumped over the skull and the snake's poison fell into it. The man began to dance, clapping his hands for joy. So I say that one gets everything through yearning.